Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is for Behriya College's PNAT Class 8 Subject Journal Science, and I am your science teacher Miss Naja Sajid. Today we are at chapter number 10, Transport in Living Organism, and the topic of our studies is transportation in flowering plants. As you know that plants are autotrophic animals of autotrophic organisms that plant prepare their own food using simple compounds in organic sources such as carbon dioxide, water along with some raw material and photosynthesize energy in the presence of sunlight and stored in the chlorophyll of leaves. The plants require raw materials like soil, nitrogen and phosphorus and other minerals to build their bodies. Now, the plant observes raw material from the soil with the help of roots which are in contact with the roots. Here, if distance between the soil, root and chlorophyll is small, energy needed is less and the raw material can easily diffuse into the parts of body. That is simply. If the distance between the soil, root and chlorophyll is large, much energy is needed and raw materials cannot easily diffuse into the other parts of the body. So here another process, another way is used to transport these things. In such cases, proper system of transportation is essential, and example is tall trees. The transport system of a flowering plant is made up of two networks of tube called xylem and phloem. The xylem transport water and dissolved minerals from the root to the leaves. The phloem transport food, that is sugar made in the leaves, to all other parts of the plant. And the xylem and phloem are the vascular bundles which are present in the stem region of plant body. Plants need water, minerals, salt and raw material for photosynthesis in order to survive. The water and mineral salts from soil is transported into plants through roots. In roots, there are minute hair-like structure present known as root hairs which absorb the stuff by the process of osmosis. Here you can see the tiny root hairs near the tip of each root. Now you can see that the xylem flow of water and minerals upward within the cell. After that, the absorbed minerals with the help of dead cells found in the xylem stem known as xylem transported in the leaves by the process of active transport. Active transport is that transport in which energy is needed. So, sugars are made into the leaves using the water transported by the xylem and the carbon dioxide which diffuses into the leaves from the air. The sugars are carried to other parts of the plant in the phloem. Phloems run from the leaves to every other part of the plant. They also carry other substances made by plant cells such as amino acids. Water is drawn up the xylem when water from the leaves evaporate and diffuse out through tiny holes found mainly on the underside of the leaves called stomata into the air. This process whereby plant loses water due to evaporation is called transpiration, as you can see with the help of diagram. As transpiration continues in a plant, more water is pulled up the xylem as though someone is sucking water up the plants. Now, your home task. Question number 1. Describe the process of transportation in flowering plants. Question number 2. What are xylems and phloems? Where they are found? And the question number 3 is what is transpiration? Thank you, students. Stay home. Be safe. Allah Hafiz.